So in this video, we're going to talk about equation of a parabola from general to standard form. Now we have an example of a general form equation of a parabola, which is a little bit scrambled. So the first thing to do is to put together those with x because it is the one that is having a square, x squared and plus 6x. But in case the y has the square, then you are going to put together those with y. But in this example, we have an x that is having a square. And then we're going to add a blank for completing the square later. For the y, for the negative 8y and the constant, we are going to transfer both to the other side. So it will become positive 8y and the 25 becomes a negative 25. Since when we are transferring terms on the other side of the equal sign, it will change sign from its negative to positive or vice versa. Now we're going to complete the square of the x. So if you say completing the square, you have to figure out the third term to make the trinomial perfect square. So to do that, we're going to use the middle term, which is 6, and then divide it by 2. So half of 6 is 3. And then you are going to square it, so it's 9. So that means the number that we are going to add is 9. And since this is an equation, so we are going to do the same to the other side to make it equal. Now, next thing to do is to take or factor out the perfect square trinomial that we have created. So we're going to start with x and then add 3 and then square. So where do we get 3? From the plus 6, because we're going to take the half of 6, which is 3. So that means if you're going to expand the square of x plus 3 using FOIL method, meaning you're going to multiply x plus 3 by itself, it will go back to x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now, the right side of the equal sign, we are going to combine the constants negative 25 and positive 9. So copy the 8y and the result will be negative 16. And the last step is to factor out whatever is the numerical coefficient of y, which is 8. So copy the square of x plus 3 equals, and then factor out 8. So factor out 8, so what's left on y is just y, because 8 is being taken out. And then what's left with negative 16, so you divide it by 8, it becomes negative 2. So that means if you're going to distribute back the 8, it will go back to 8y minus 16. Now it is, I need to emphasize that we take out the 8 because it is the numerical coefficient of y. Even if the 8 is, it cannot divide the 16, let's say the given is 17, which is not divisible by 8, still you are going to factor out 8. It doesn't matter for the constant if it's divisible by 8 or not. As long as it's the 8 that is a numerical coefficient of y, you are going to take it out.